House of the Dragon finale. It is to my understanding that it broke a lot of y'all's hearts. Am I in that camp? We'll discuss that today. And what are we expecting in the new season? All that and so much more starts. Lamont Tyson, Life Gains YouTube channel. We go right now.
I'm up early for the dealers come out. Everybody is outside till the killers come out. You ain't eating, you just act full. I'm impactful. Dozen funerals in a month. I got that pull. I will give it to niggas in all rap forms. Ignatius out right now on all platforms.
That's right. I'm back. If only for one night only, your boy Lamont Tyson, the all-knowing, all-loving, all-feeling, all-seeing, all-powerful. That's a light tap because I wasn't feeling this finale. Just damn all everything sexy as hell host in the building. That is me. And joining me today, y'all's favorite hammer, the Mooch, is in the building. What's going on, Moochie?
Hey, what's up? I had to put my little scarf on.
Hey, she had to go get her Game of Thrones scarf on, and it's not black, it's not green. So what team is she supporting? I guess she one of them folks looking for a dragon. She wants to get her a dragon.
First of all, I want to say happy belated birthday. I'll just say happy birthday to her on her birthday, though, to Crystal. What's up?
Yeah, I can't call it, sis. I can't call it. I'm out here trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. That's what I'm trying to do. As hard as we can. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got a lot of announcements and things going on. First and foremost, I just got back from a Hollywood trip. I'm thankful to say that 2 of my short movies got into the Holly Shorts Film Festival, and one of my films is a finalist for the Stage 32 Short Feature of the Year. Very happy to see that come through. And one of my other films, brand new, the one with Denzel Whitaker and Chris D. Lofton from Power, was there, and we will also be in Atlanta on the 23rd. So if you're in the A, come check us out. But more importantly, as we get ready for all those fine things with my film, the film that I'm going to try to do next year, the full feature, this thing right here, G-Force. It is about a wheelchair-bound black male who hopefully will be played by Jay Moore, gets caught up in a web of political drama with MAGA folks infiltrating the government and destroying communities of color, all while trafficking young minors. And guess what happens to J-Mo in the story?
What?
He gets the ability to control gravity, ladies and gentlemen. He gets the ability to control gravity, and he takes on those MAGA forces inside the government. And if you want to support this film, the link you see underneath my name, G-Force, go click a link, donate all the money you want to. If you donate more than $10,000, you get to come on set. That's my GoFundMe so that we can get this film popping. Go check us out. You might see some other familiar faces on this YouTube, like Moochie, B. Avery, in the film as well. So go support us as quickly as you can. Let us know what you think. G-Force, ladies and gentlemen. My first full feature movie is coming. So Moochie.
Yes.
This is my thumbnail for this review. And I just want to know, was this a letdown for you? You're a fan of the film, of the series. Did you feel let down by this finale?
Yes, I did. I was disappointed. I thought we were gonna see more. I understand why, but I feel like they're gonna lose a lot of people if they don't come in. If they don't come in next season with that first episode with it like hitting the ground running, if you know what I'm saying, action from right after the credits, they're gonna lose a lot of people. The first 6 minutes of that episode, it has to be something that's heads turning, or not even heads turning, where it's keeping your eyes glued to the screen.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, as a fan, I was let down too. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I, at the very least, thought we would get a little bit of battle. This whole entire season has been a lead up to a big battle that is to come. And I understand that you couldn't do it all in the finale. I'm not asking you to do it all. I was asking for you to get things popped off. And to the chagrin of the producers and the director, the fanfare was so bad about what happened that they actually came out and made statements about why they went the way they went. And shout out to my man right here. This is Ilios. I met him. He's a producer, works directly with George R. Martin. I met him in LA. Kind of gave me some insight. Happy to meet this guy. Hopefully he'll be working with Team G-Force as we are currently discussing. But he kind of let me know why they went the way they went. And he's here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, watch out for next season. It is going to hit the ground running. And not only will it hit the ground running, pretty much every episode is going to be a battle. Every single episode. So fans, bear with them. They will be coming back. Now, Moochie, I didn't get a chance to fully dive into the things you like, so I'm going to start from the top.
Okay.
How did you like this particular Lannister getting that ass kicked by a woman, and then finally him saying, you know what, enough with this chivalry. I'm about to beat your ass in the mud, only for her to tell him he's going to have to sleep with all her wives.
I thought this was introducing the two characters, because we seen somebody, and she did remind me of Brienne, Arya, and it's just like she reminded me of a couple of characters rolled into one. So right. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with this and her side of it. This was the only action we basically saw in the episode, though. But I did think we was gonna see more, but but I do want to see where this goes. So I'm intrigued. I'll say it like that.
By the end of the mud fight, and us men is always talking about we want to see women in cat fights and in mud and all that, but instead of the women, we got a man in here fighting a woman. He finally manned up at the end and said, I ain't about to keep getting pumped by the woman, because he needed their army, and he won it. At least we think he won it, because half of the issue, Moochie, was he had to earn her respect in battle, which he did, but now he's got to earn her respect in taking care of all the wives, and she wants a Lannister baby. She wants some highborn blood in the family. You think he's going to be able to fulfill all that, Moochie?
He might put some high blood up in her.
All I can say, Moochie, is I hope his bedroom game is a lot better than his mudslinging game.
It better be.
He was down there getting that ass beat for a little while, but he got his point across. And hopefully next season we'll see if he is able to air her some sires. Then we get to your favorite character, Moochie, Aemond. Aemond is so mad that Rhaenyra got them Dragonseeds. This boy is burning down places. He is hot. He's crazy. He's a loose cannon. He don't know what to do, because all his whole life, Moochie, this fool been thinking he the baddest thing in all the 7 lands, because he's got the biggest dragon. He's a tough fighter. And now that's threatened. So much so that he is trying to bully his sister into getting on the dragon and flying. And she don't want to have nothing to do with this. She know the whole future. And I was worried that when she told him your ass gonna die, that he was gonna try to do something to her, but he didn't. How did you like the spin they put on Aemond and him being desperate going to his sister for a dragon?
I like the fact. I'm glad, because now he's starting to see some of the consequences of things that he's done. He hasn't reaped anything yet. So I thought this was a good way. And I also like the conversation that him and his sister had. You actually saw him shook.
Yep. Which he should be shook, punk ass. First of all, he wanted to beat up his brother. He tried to kill his brother. She knew it. And she just told him to his face. Didn't work. And now that he sees that just having Vhagar is not enough, he done enraged the small folk. There's no telling what this boy is going to do in battle. What do you think is going to happen to him when we first see him having to battle some dragons? You think they're going to let him win, or is he going to get that butt beat?
I don't know, because he has more experience riding a dragon, and now he has a little bit of war experience underneath him, even though that big thing, all it do is do sneak attacks. So if they get familiar with his tactics, it might not be as easy as he think it's going to be going up against him. But I don't even think he think it's going to be easy. So he kind of shook. He got to really think this one out before he attack.
Yeah, I find it comical that the biggest dragon left, he's using it to do sneak attacks. On one hand, you could say that that's very smart. But on the other hand, it's hard to hide something that big. And at some point in time, this dragon is going to be hiding somewhere. And these other dragons, they ain't stupid. They should be able to sniff out the dragon, figure out or feel something that this dragon is somewhere hiding around, and be able to get a sneak attack on Vhagar. Because what we have learned through the queen that never was, one smart dragon rider can take down Vhagar, because she could have took down Vhagar. Had she had a little bit more time, she could have took down Vhagar. And I think that what I want to see is him be in battle, and I want to see him get knocked off the dragon and see how he acts then. That's what I want to see. But you know, Moochie, this is a lead up to him versus Damon. You know that that's what this is coming down to. It's coming to that. So we'll see what happens. How did you feel about?
That's something we anticipating, the battle with those two.
Yep, we anticipating. How did you feel about Lord Littlefoot giving the greatest speech of his life? I mean, he gave a speech that Pat Riley, Phil Jackson couldn't give to the Chicago Bulls during their championship reign, to get Aegon up and out of Dodge. How did you like the play on Lord Littlefoot? Because he can't stand Aemond. Aemond can't stand him. And he basically saved what's left of the kingdom when he got him up out of there.
I think it was perfect for them too, but not perfect for the blacks. I mean, he had no other choice, because he knows that he can't protect him. He's not strong enough to protect him, first off, because he's messed up himself. So this was the best choice he had to make, because he's getting mad. He's seen that how he reacted to all of them dragons coming, and he knows he wants to take charge, even though he knows he's in charge now, but he wants to be the king. So his life is in danger, and he made sense. He knows he has to get him out of there. Nobody can protect him. He can't trust anybody but Arliss.
I love the way they have these dynamics of the people who try to get close to the power and the things they're willing to do to get close to the power. Because as of right now, Lord Littlefoot, he has an inside strategy to the king, because the king is crippled now. Lord Littlefoot has been living crippled his whole life. Not to mention, he done stashed away all that money somewhere where they can utilize it wherever they go and hide out at, which is what he told Aegon in his speech. And, you know, as much as I don't like Lord Littlefoot, I think that was a very smart play on his behalf. Very smart play.
Can I ask you this? Is this all the money he stole from his family? Because remember, he was saying that house is more crippled than I am. When he's
yeah, that's the money he stole from the family. Yeah, you know it. You know, I mean, you look at Harrenhal. The castle is falling apart. It's a stone castle that looked like it's been eaten up by termites. Come on now. And it's all because he done took all the money. You know, he's hoarding all the money and resources that they need. And I'm just anxious to see, how does Aegon behave where they going. That's all I'm anxious to see. How he going to behave where they going. So far, so good. He's being protected by Lord Littlefoot, but sooner or later, Moochie, that king mentality is going to come out of Aegon sooner or later. He ain't going to be able to let it go, as you know it. Now, how did you...
Do you think he'll practice loyalty with this guy because of that, though? Or do you think he'll turn his back on him? I think he's going to keep him as his hand the king, because that's who he was. So he's gonna trust him more than anybody. Now it's up, is he going to be trustful? Because we seen him flip-flop a couple of times. That's why Aemond don't want him around.
He's gonna be loyal to Aegon, and Aegon is gonna be loyal to him, because when Aegon see this battle that's coming, he's gonna be thanking Lord Littlefoot, because they about to lay purity waste to King's Landing.
Yeah, they about to go run up in there.
And when they send the little ravens to wherever they going and they tell them what's going on, he's going to be thanking them. And as he tries to come back to the throne, his counsel, Lord Littlefoot's counsel, is going to be the saving grace for Aegon, and he's going to pay that off. Watch. You're going to see it. Now, how did you feel about old boy running over here to Damon talking about, we need a king? Because Rhaenyra, she's basically a woman, and when she has her period, she wants to be a savior. Then when she don't have her period, she wants to go to war. We need a man to step up in here and take over. And did you see the way Damon seemed like he was listening to it, Moochie? What was going through your mind when you saw all this?
He was listening, but to me, I feel like he needs to go, this guy. He needs to go, and I'm surprised he didn't go in this episode. He's not trustworthy, but it seemed like, is Damon keeping him around for a plan B?
I think Damon is keeping him around to wind up executing him in front of the queen eventually.
Okay.
Because someone like this is not loyal. He's not loyal. I mean, he's showing loyalty to a man, but at the end of the day, the queen is your queen, and we'll get to what Damon did in a minute, but you can't keep a guy like this around. And I think that it's only a matter of time before Damon personally gets rid of him. And look at little buddy behind him, watching, listening, hearing everything, who eventually winds up sending a little raven.
I'm glad he did that.
Mm-hmm.
I was glad he did that, because we didn't know where he stand either, because look at how quick he took the knee to Damon. So
right. Well, it showed that he was loyal. I think that for him, the whole time he's feeling like Damon is representing the crown, and so he bent the knee to Damon in terms of representing the crown. And I think that's why he showed the loyalty. But in true fashion, he represented the crown, because he sent that raven to Rhaenyra to be like, hey man, things ain't looking right over here in Whoville. Instead of being Whoville, it's being Uville, meaning your man trying to be the king. So I think that he is very loyal. But little buddy right here talking to Damon, he's not loyal. He's gonna die, Moochie. He's dead. He's good as dead, because he'll mess around and probably go try to work for Aemond. I mean, Aemond, if it looks like they win in the battle. So I think Damon
let me ask you this. I know he had he had a lot of soldiers, so he got to keep them around. So he's gonna keep them to a certain point. I think right now, I was expecting him to do it when Rhaenyra came, but then I understood why, because that would just cause a whole different problem that she don't need right now.
Right. She definitely don't need those problems right now, and we'll see where this thing lands next season when they start the season back. How did you feel about Gwaine confronting Loverboy Cole as he was sitting there sulking? Gwaine pulled the daggone sword on him because he didn't want the Hightower name to be besmirched by Cole, who is clearly having second thoughts about breaking things off with Alicent. How did you feel about Gwaine coming for Cole, Cole just looked like he is just stressed the hell out, Moochie. He done seen what them dragons can do. He's reminiscing about his love life with Alicent. He just seemed like he has no more hope. How'd you feel about the way Gwaine stepped to him?
I'm glad he stepped to him. It was well overdue. He'd been suspecting it. I think he needed more with confirmation. He gonna have some more. If they go back to that doggone castle, he gonna have some more confirmation with certain things. Okay, because I don't think that moon tea worked.
You don't
didn't
think
see her
Allison,
stomach towards the end?
I saw the stomach, but you really don't think the moon tea did what it was supposed to do?
Nah, I was too late for that.
Okay. So the
I saw a
prehistoric.
stomach. Did you see one? That's what I'm asking.
I
Not here.
saw the stomach. Yeah, I saw the stomach. So the prehistoric abortion drink didn't work, is what you're saying.
I think it was a little too late for that because he was hitting it every Wednesday night. We don't know when it happened.
And God knows, boy, he missing her right now. He was holding her little garland doohickey, just reminiscing. He was telling Gwen how many times she saved him, and Gwen was like, "When this is all over with, you're going to be a part of the Night's Watch, buddy. You're not going to be besmirching the name of the High Tower. We are the mighty High Towers.
Exactly. You're going to be right on that daggone wall, watching that wall and being celibate.
He's not, Moochie.
No, I know. Not. He ain't
because
gonna make
if everything you say is true about her being pregnant, do you really think they want to get rid of him?
You mean to tell me he's still going to be around? You know what?
Aemond loves him. Aemond don't want to get. Aemond loves him because he's a great warrior. He's a good fighter. Aemond don't want to lose him. Aemond's going to want to keep him right there, no matter who he been screwing.
I don't know. I think he got too much PTSD. He's scared.
And what does PTSD stand for? Pussy short day. Because he ain't got no
here Allison. You go. Well, you have to bring the pom into this. Why you have to bring the pom into this?
That's part of his problem. You seen that boy sitting there reminiscing about Allison. He want that back. He want it back. Post your comments, y'all. Let us know what y'all think about Cole and his PTSD. I gave y'all a new definition of what it means. Now, we've been calling this dude out ever since we first figured out he was a Dragonseed, Moochie, off-white. And he was in here acting just like somebody from Flea Bottom, disrespectful. Rhaenyra can't get stuff out of her mouth because he want more chickens and wine, and everybody is acting cool at the table. Do you think that this was them showing us that there is going to be dissension in the ranks amongst the Dragonseeds, and off-white is probably going to be one of the people?
Yes. And to me, you need to get rid of this bad seed right the F now. Let me get another bud. He's going to be too much of a problem.
Yeah, already. And you see Jace got a hard on for him. Jace hard on is so bad, he ready to chop that man head off with his penis, okay? He's ready to kill this dude. Really, he ready to slice this dude up. And honestly, I can't blame him because they need to win this war. And if you can't get your manners together at the dinner table, how the hell are you supposed to get your manners together while you riding the dragon in war? Okay, like I'm kind of with you, Moochie, but I think they need to go find another Dragonseed before they get rid of him. What you think?
Oh, I don't know, because if he get wind of it, then they're gonna lose him and the dragon. So to me, you gotta take care of it right now. So like this is why Damon should not have been at Harrenhal all this time, because Damon would have nipped this in the bud right away when he was talking at that table out of line. Remember how he took care of the other dude, where he took, not off with his head, not giving the king his tongue. He just took his whole half a face, you know?
Look, Jace wanted to handle the business. Jace about that life, Moochie.
Jace is about that life, but he hasn't been tested enough to act and then worry about the consequences. He thinks everything out, so he knows, look, I can't do this because this will be, my mother will be mad because, you know, she's telling me that I have to do this and that, what is to happen. So he's trying to follow the chain of command right now.
Okay, I understand that. Well, then, just like you said, while they having the dinner, she gets word from the little birdie of what's going on at Harrenhal. So she hops on that dragon and she gets Sea Snake's son to come with her, which I loved every minute of that because he was out there like a damn lookout. I loved every minute of that. She get all up in Harrenhal. At first, it seemed like it was going to be something. And then through Damon going on a hero's journey, to humble himself, he gets down there and bends that damn knee. Now, Moochie, I'm going to tell you what made me mad about this. I'm going to tell you what made me mad. What made me mad about this was I think the directors and the producers and the writers thought that this was supposed to be the moment that everybody had been waiting for the whole season to make us feel satisfied with this season. Nah, F that. We wanted battle. Like we've been tired of this man having them crazy ass dreams a couple of episodes ago. So no, this did not satisfy us. We needed battle. Okay, we wanted to see him in battle. We didn't just want to see him bend the knee, and that's supposed to be in the crescendo of the whole damn season. No, we wanted him in battle. Now, I was glad to see him bend the knee. I'm glad to see that. But if that was what y'all thought was going to satisfy us for the season, no, it didn't. I wanted to see battle, but I'm glad he bent the knee. What say you, milady?
I thought I liked the way that he did bend the knee. What I like, did you see the person who he's talking about, his face when he did it? He looked like he was totally against it. Yep. I hope this is on his to-do list because I feel like I see him betraying them.
Oh.
And I just want him to be taken care of. Damon got to take care of a couple of, he's going to have to take care of a couple of things.
Well, Damon ain't got no problem with taking care of things. Damon will off with your head real quick. And now that he's been humbled, he done had Alice Rivers in his ear. He done had these weird dreams in his head. Viserys came to him and said, "You want to wear this heavy crown?" And Damon sees what comes with that. I think he is really 100% behind Rhaenyra. We ain't got to worry about that no more. It's just the other people that might not want to be following him that he's going to have to deal with. 100% agree with you on that.
I think he had his real moment when with the episode before all of this, where he felt like he didn't want to be king. When that 100%
agreed
thing went down, yeah.
Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't hear it in the beginning, the link that you see just below my name that says G-Force, that is a GoFundMe for the full feature I'm going to do next year, starring J Mo, if he decides that he wants to take our offer. It's going to be a wheelchair-bound superhero that gets the power to control gravity, taking on MAGA that is in the government, oppressing communities of color, which is Black folks. And J Mo is going to be using the power of gravity to thwart those things. Please hit that link. It's in the video description. It's right there underneath my face. Donate what you can. Anybody who donates more than 10 G's, you get to come on set. Let us know what you think. Okay. How'd you like this, Moochie? How did you like Alyn basically telling his daddy, "I don't want to be your heir"? Do you know what it was like having to live basically in flea bottom, knowing that I'm of royalty, and now all of a sudden that all this stuff is going down and nobody else wants to be your heir? You want me to be your heir? Nigga, I don't know you. Where was you at when I needed you as a child? And I do not want to be the heir. When this is all said and done, I want you to go back under the rock you was living as a king, and I want to go back to flea bottom. How did you like the way Alyn broke it down for him, Moochie?
I mean, this was a conversation that needed to be had. If he would have listened to his wife and had the conversation already, he wouldn't be going through this.
Oh, Moochie, are you saying that women are extremely wise? Is that why women begins with W? Because it also means wise?
And wisdom, yeah. She dropped wisdom, but she told him, like, I don't understand why you denying these kids. I know about them. and I've accepted it. I accepted you and I love you. That's when you should have been like, "Hey, come here. I want you to meet my wife."
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
If you know anything about men, it's it takes a man's man to do what Moochie just said, because that shit is hard as hell. And Corlys couldn't do it. He just couldn't do it. And basically what Moochie is saying is his wife knew that he spent all them hours out to sea. She knew. And she was accepting of it because she loved him. And now the son is basically telling you, to this day, you still haven't really done what you haven't apologized. He's trying to apologize, Moochie, by giving him the trappings of the kingdom. instead of just first coming on out and saying, dude, I'm sorry, I didn't know how to handle it. At some point in time, he's probably going to do that. And I do think that at some point in time, Alyn will become the heir, Moochie. I think he'll do it. What do you think?
I think so too. But if they're going to be on this ship together, we're bound to see more because they're going to battle. And, usually he goes with everything, but I don't know now since his woman is gone. So, and he's supposed to be hand to the king now. So,
did you like the way he changed the name of the ship to honor his fallen wife?
I liked it, but I feel like this is stuff you should have did when she was around. I mean, but it seemed like it's always like that with men.
Yeah. We always got to learn the hard way before we get humbled properly. See, Damon got humbled, and you see he dropped that knee quicker than a prostitute in the church. He dropped them knees fast for Rhaenyra, and Corlys is getting humbled, so he's going to wind up dropping his knees too. So we'll see. Now the crescendo of this episode, Moochie. I've been trying to find ways to defend this girl. I'm talking about Allison. Oh Lord! And now that oh no! Please don't tell me you're going to play the role of the Khaleesi up here today.
I don't have any sympathy for her. Shouts out to Khaleesi.
Allison snuck into Dragonstone, and she's basically doing what Rhaenyra tried to do early in the season. She's trying to find a way to do things without bloodshed because she is basically turning on the greens, Moochie. She's going to let Rhaenyra come in there while Vhagar is gone. Her daughter don't want to be a fighter, so she's going to let her take over the throne. But she wanted a condition, Moochie. She didn't want her son to die. And Rhaenyra said, oh, bitch, it's too late for that. Oh, no, it's too late for that. But at the end of the day, Alicent understands, and the deal was made that she's going to sneak in there. It ain't going to be a lot of bloodshed, and she's turning her back on the greens. Moochie, you know how hard that's got to be. Alicent realizes she was wrong. For y'all people that keep wanting to hate on this girl, I'm trying to show apathy for this girl, okay? She is about to give up one of her begotten sons for peace and to make up for years of doing wrong that she admitted to Rhaenyra she did for peace. So Moochie, why don't you have more apathy for this woman?
You know what this is? I was doing my fingers like that. That's because that's the imaginary violin I'm playing for her. I have no sympathy for her. Because you know why? She could have stopped this in the beginning when she went there. Now you done let the queen that never was go. You didn't care then. You didn't care when you saw the dragon's head coming in there. You didn't care about that.
Oh.
You still didn't care when you saw your son like that. Where you didn't try to stop it then. Once you saw your son, how messed up he got. I don't have no sympathy. You mad because your son is like a mad dog where he's out of control and nobody can ring him back in.
The only thing that's going to ring him back in is death. Death.
Did you see the tears in his eyes when his sister was telling him you going to die too?
I saw the tears.
You going to die too.
That made me think about him going to the brothel and just basically wanting to be babied by a mother's love. That made me think about that. It's like, dude, he needs therapy. That is their way of saying that this boy needs therapy from the things he's been through, and he's never got the therapy he needs.
He want to go lay in somebody's bosom.
Every boy at some point in time goes through laying in the bosom
and being coddled.
Yep, every boy. It's like before you get to the stage where you are a man or you want to call yourself a man's man, you have to go through that emotional stage. And he never got his chance to really go through that. And he's trying to get it as an adult. But Moochie, you don't feel bad that Rhaenyra is saying that I don't give a damn about your son. Off with his head. That's the only way this kingdom is going to be saved. so that people know that I am the true ruler. You don't feel like she could just throw him in jail?
No. Because you got that, you got the feet guy. He flip-flops with his feet loving self.
You
got the feet loving guy. You can't, it's too many people you can't trust. He's gotta go because he could arrange a coup now. Nope. Goodbye. He needs the way he needs to be taken out. Everybody needs to see.
Okay, I got you. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is our review of what we think is going to happen, what we felt like happened in this finale. Moochie, tell the people what you think is going to happen on the first episode whenever it comes back, because I'm going to tell you something about TV shows nowadays. They make me so sick that we have to wait like 2 years for some shows. Then when we wait, we only get 8 episodes. Back when me and Moochie was growing up, it was
we be on episode 28.
Yeah, one season be like 30 episodes that last an hour, and they would definitely be coming back every season. And nowadays it's like, oh well, you know. So what do you think is going to happen?
What do like I said, it has to hit the ground running. I want to see things get set off in the beginning. Are we going to see stuff by land, sea, or air first? I would like to see it in that order: land, sea, and then air.
Oh, you sound like G.I. Joe.
Yes, if we could see a good like fight on the ground, and then we see the ships that go down, then we see like a little fight in the air. But I know that sound like that cost a lot of money though, right?
Yeah, I mean, but they got it.
Yeah, this is the reason why that we saw what we saw this last episode, right? That was what was said.
That was a money play. Like they didn't want to spend the money. But that was like, dude, you got the money. Like, stop it. Like, Moochie. So folks, stand by. I'll be back with some political commentary this week too. So I ain't gonna get on my tangent about fake ass capitalism and the way it is. But let's just know this. They got the money. They got the money. This show is not a flop. I mean, no matter what they do, this show is going to be running for years after this, still making money. So it's like, stop it, dude. You got the money. It's all good, though.
I'm just kind of disappointed that they scrapped the Jon Snow thing. I thought, I'm disappointed with that. I feel like he got cheated out of this whole thing.
And I understand. So, Moochie, what's going on your channel the rest of the week so the people can know what they can look forward to seeing from the Hammers channel?
Okay, I don't know if y'all saw last night, but we did the Miss Cleo's Lifetime story. We recapped that. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing an overall look at Presumed Innocent. I don't know if you've been watching that, but it's really good. And I also did a spoiler-free review of the Instigators with Matt Damon and Casey Affleck. Was a good watch. Please be sure to check out those videos. And I'm officially out of YouTube jail.
Congratulations, Moochie. She is officially out of that YouTube jail, and we're so thankful. For me, ladies and gentlemen, Bel Air is back. I'm gonna probably get a review up for that. It's a lot of stuff going on in politics. I'm gonna get a review up for that. And you'll start seeing me bringing in some of my celebrity buddies that I've been doing film with to do some talking on that. But while we wait, ladies and gentlemen, send yourself, send your friends all over to the GoFundMe. Start throwing some cash in there. I'm looking to start filming next September 2025. G-Force is coming. I already told you what it's all about. You can go to the GoFundMe page to get the synopsis. Please donate what you can. $1 helps. If everybody that was on my YouTube channel gave $1, we make it. You give $2, we be over budget, and I'll be sending people to the set. So come on through with what you can, and we will certainly appreciate it. Until that next Sexy as Hell video, y'all, we are out.